What if the biggest thing holding your mindset back isn't lack of motivation or talent, but the 5 sneaky distractions quietly derailing your focus every single day? Well, in this episode, we're exposing them so you can finally reclaim the clear, unstoppable mentality you deserve. Hey there, welcome to the Mr. Productivity Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Productivity. Before we get to the episode today, please head on over to my website, MrProductivity.com, M-I-S-T-E-R, MrProductivity.com. Why? Because I want you to grab my free gift for you, the 10-question productivity scorecard. It's right there. Get scored. Let me help you become more productive. MrProductivity.com. 5 distractions that are affecting your mindset. If we have a poor mindset, it directly affects our productivity. Why don't you imagine you woke up and you had a good morning. You got up, you did your morning routine, you took your shower, you had breakfast, you helped get the kiddos out the door, you kissed your wife goodbye, and you're on the way to work, you're jamming to your favorite tunes. All of a sudden, woo! Flashing lights behind you with the siren. Now, as soon as you see that, your mindset changed, did it not? You're like, oh, crud. Is that for me? Of course it is for you. The officer pulls you over and informs you that you were speeding ways back and he needs your license and registration and proof of insurance. Now, in your head, you start telling yourself, what a jerk. Why do you have to pick on me? Why couldn't he be on some other street? Why me today? I was in such a good mood. My mindset was fine. Now my day's ruined. And it probably will be kind of sour for the next couple of hours. Hopefully not the whole day. Your mindset shifted. That's what I mean about mindset. And you are bombarded with things throughout the day that affect your mindset. And I want to give you 5 distractions that affect your mindset and give you strategies to overcome these distractions. Are you ready? Now, every one of these is common sense. Common sense doesn't always mean common practice. Let's talk about one of the biggest things that is a distraction to your mindset, which is a distraction to your productivity. Negativity. I want you to think about how many people in your life are Eeyores from the cartoon Winnie the Pooh. You know the one. Oh, woe is me. It's never going to work out. I'm never going to get the raise. Blah, blah, blah. He was a downer. How many people in your life are negative Nellies or Eeyores? Whether at home, friends, work, because negativity is going to kill your mindset and your productivity. When you first wake up, do you grab for your phone and check the latest on social media and on the news and check your email? Don't do that. Please don't grab your phone first thing. You have the most control of your day first thing in the morning. So reward yourself with something inspirational. Now, that could be a motivation. You could read the Bible or the Quran, or you could meditate, or you can listen to some positive music. Embrace the control you have first thing in the morning. Purposely choose not to delve into negativity and start your way off on a good foot. But it doesn't stop just there. Make sure you are limiting the negative influences that are impacting you throughout your day. Now, don't get me wrong, there will be things impacting you throughout the day that are negative. You can't control all that, but what you can control, you need to control. It's important. So instead of going to the break room and gossiping with everybody else, maybe you go outside and get some fresh air and do 2 or 3 minutes of meditation. Negativity is a huge distraction to your mindset, which affects your productivity. So avoid negativity as much as possible. Yes, stop watching the news. Believe me, if something catastrophic happens, somebody who is not listening to this podcast will let you know. Stay away from negativity. Negativity, things like the news and social media, and also people. Number 2, celebrating only the big victories. We always get excited when we land that big client or make a lot of money or when a team wins the championship. But big victories are by definition further between than the small victories are. And I would encourage you to celebrate every victory. See, we get to the end of the day and nothing big happened, and we go, it's okay kind of day. I'm like, no. You need to take time at the end of every day and reflect back on your day and write down 3 things that went well for you today or that you're happy for today. And I'm serious about this. Go get yourself a journal and you date it. And you write today's date on there at the end of the day, not in the morning, not at lunchtime, at the end of the day, right before you go to bed. You write down the 3 things that happened to you that day. Because what's going to happen is it's going to encourage you. Say, wow, I really didn't think I had a really good day, but man, I did have a really good day. If you do this every day, it's going to empower you. And I encourage you to do this. Just go get a simple journal. Don't procrastinate. Go get the perfect journal and spend the whole day looking for it. Just find a journal and just write down 3 things that happened to you today that was good. And the more you do this, you're like, wow, I had a great day. Number 3, failing to schedule me time. Do you schedule time for you? I had a counselor a long time ago told me he called it cave time. But cave time doesn't necessarily mean it's just for men. Women need me time or cave time as well. But here's the thing I want to caution you on. When you schedule me time, you schedule me time as an immovable appointment. It's not like it'd be nice if, no, it's immovable. So if you schedule an hour every afternoon to do whatever you want to do, it could be read, take a nap, meditate, I don't care what it is, as long as it's not negative. Remember what we said earlier? No negativity. As long as it's something positive, I want you to schedule in your calendar. Now, if you work during the day, maybe when you come home from work, before you have dinner, you say, hey, family, I got a 30-minute me time scheduled. And you treat this as if you're going to the hospital for a life-saving surgery. I'm serious about this. You have to schedule me time. Now, some days maybe an hour, some days maybe 15 minutes, some days maybe half an hour. But every day I want you to schedule me time. And this me time is for you to do what you want to do. It's not for, hey honey, what do you want to do during my me time? No, it's your time. I promise you, if you schedule me time as an immovable appointment every single day, it's going to affect your mindset. Because even if you have the worst day in the world, you know at the end of your day, you have 30 minutes for you. If you have this to look forward to, I promise it will change your mindset. Number 4, the 4th distraction affecting your mindset, not knowing your limits. Do you know your limits? I once heard the phrase, pushing a rope. How many times are you pushing a rope? I prefer to work in 30-minute increments. So unless I'm in a podcast interview or conducting a podcast interview or speaking or traveling, if I'm working from home, I like having a change of scenery every 30 minutes. So I may work on social media, not consuming, putting things out on social media for 30 minutes, or I may write an article for 30 minutes, or I may prepare for a podcast interview for 30 minutes, or I may read for 30 minutes. At the end of 30 minutes, I get up and I go do something else for 30 minutes. Now that works for me. Maybe it won't work for you. Or maybe you like working in 45-minute increments or 1-hour increments. The thing is, you got to know your limits, because once you reach your limits, then you start decreasing in effectiveness. So I want you to realize what your limits are. What are your limits? And once you get to the limit, stop. Now, I'm not saying stop for the day, but maybe you say, okay, I can work for 60 minutes on this project or on writing this, whatever I'm writing. And then, okay, 60 minutes is up, and then I'm going to get up and go do something else. Maybe I go to the break room. Maybe I go read. Maybe I go outside for a few minutes. Break up the monotony. Now, I want to caution you that if you think you normally work in 60-minute increments and that works effectively for you, one day You may work 15 minutes and go, I need a break. If you feel you need a break, that's your body saying, hey, if you want me to be effective and be productive, you better give me a break right now. So listen to your brain and let it guide you. But make sure you know your limits. This is the distraction. Not knowing your limits is a distraction for your mindset, which of course is a distraction for your productivity. Finally, this is really tough for me, and I've learned to get better at this. Trying to do it all. I'm a man who likes to do it all. I don't need those stinking help. But lately, I have realized that there's things that I do in my life that I don't like to do. One of them being editing the podcast. I have a lovely wife who loves editing my podcasts. So I gave that to her. She loves doing it. I hate doing it. So why am I going to let it affect my mentality, my mindset, my productivity, my effectiveness, trying to push a rope? I'm not trying to do it all anymore. Now, as I grow, I will get people to help me post on social media and what have you. But if you're an entrepreneur watching this video, don't go get a VA if you just hung out your shingle and you have no money. You have to do things yourself in the beginning. And as you get better and you make more money and you have profits, then you go out and outsource and delegate and stuff like that. But as soon as you can, get rid of those things that you don't like to do. Now, as we wrap up the episode today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take one thing that I talked about on the episode today, and I want you to go implement it. Not two things, not three things, not five things. One thing that you're not doing now, or maybe you're doing but not doing well, and I want you to go implement it and watch how your productivity improves when you improve your mindset. And finally, don't forget to head on over to MrProductivity.com, M-I-S-T-E-R, MrProductivity.com for your free productivity scorecard from me. Thanks for listening. We'll be back real soon.